Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone had a nice weekend and a long break. Actually, had 4 days off for science because yesterday was a day off. Today, we're going to learn about the atom. All right, the last few days into the last few weeks, actually, we'll be learning about a lot about matter. Now, matter, of course, anything that has mass and takes up space. So, really, that includes everything in the universe. So, if you look at your screen right now, the universe obviously is very, very big. We don't know how big it actually is. But if you look at the screen right here, inside this little dark black circle is what we will refer to as the observable universe. Now, everything in the universe is considered matter. All right. So if we were to zoom in, no matter how small or how big it is, it's all made up of the same exact part, which is the atom. So as we zoom into something smaller, you'll see different parts of the universe that are going to shrink in size. Going with a larger part down to different clusters of stars and galaxies, of course, like the Milky Way that we live in. And as you get closer and closer, you'll eventually see the Milky Way galaxy, which is where Earth is located. And no matter what it is, no matter what you see in this video right here, it's all matter. It's all made of the same stuff. All right. So we keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And I'll speed this up a little bit. We see some different dwarf planets. We see some different new planets that have been discovered. As we're getting smaller and smaller, you'll start to see some of the recognizable planets like Saturn, for example, Uranus and Neptune. There you go. Getting smaller. We see some moons, and then we see something even smaller, the state of California. So as we get smaller and smaller and smaller, no matter what it is that you see in your screen right now, it's all made up of matter. And all that matter is actually made up of one tiny little particle that we call the atom. So for example, you have a chicken egg, you got sleet, duckweed, ant. No matter what it is, as big or small, it's all made up of atoms. And as we get smaller and smaller, this is the part that we can't see the naked eye. You can't see your blood cells. You can't see chromosomes or bacteria like E. coli. But if you were to look with a microscope, you can see even further inside these different smaller parts. And eventually, you're going to get to the atom, which is going to be right about there. Carbon atom comes into place. Now, if you look at carbon atom right there, that's C on the periodic table. And as you see the water molecule also in front of you, that's another example of a molecule when you have two or more atoms together. But the atom is like a Lego. Think about when you make a Lego house. All right, you can't make that house without individual parts. So the atom to matter is like the individual Lego to your house. It's a part that serves as its foundation, is a building block. So no matter what you just saw as we went through that journey from the big universe all to the small little part, it's all made up of the same thing. It's all atoms. All right, now, over time, scientists discovered what actually atoms are and what they're made of. And they realize that inside of an atom, there are different parts, which actually gets even smaller. So there you go. You see a hydrogen atom, a helium atom. And I'm going to stop right there. And when you look at the helium atom, for example, you see a little center of that atom model. Inside the center are two particles that are smaller. They are the protons and neutrons. Those together make up the nucleus of the atom. And these little yellow circles flying around the outside, they are called the electrons. Electrons are found on the outside of the atom. Now, what the atom looks like and what the atom is has evolved over many, many years. Back in the BC era, they didn't really know exactly what the atom looked like, and over time, scientists began to discover what exactly was inside of the atom. So today, you're going to watch a quick little video. All right, after you watch me, of course, that's going to have you learn about the atom. You'll hit play on here. It's about a 3-minute video that talks about what the atom is and the different parts. When you get done the video, you're going to go to your next slide here, and you're just going to describe something you learned about each part of the atom. The atom, of course, the singular unit, I want you to talk about what that is, describe something about the atom as a whole, and then break down the different parts inside of the atom. For example, the nucleus, the protons, neutrons, and electrons. So you can type in something in here for each of those different parts. And that's what you can do today. All right. If you have any questions, email me. And I look forward to seeing your work that you submit. All right.